Hey there guys, this is Rocky Red Panda of PND Studios. I took a while for me to want to make this video, but as you saw in the post that I had some family issues and I had to take some time away, and I pushed forward all of my food reviews and any videos that I had set up to be released. Well, you know, it's hard to talk about this, but I figured I need to get it out. But the 26th of May, Sunday, my mother, Brenda, passed away. This is something that you are not mentally prepared for. I mean, I know people die and parents are supposed to die, but this is just way too soon. And I've been dealing with the grief for about a week now. It just doesn't make it easy, you know? Certain things like the scent, the smell, you know, just things that trigger. Knowing that she's not going to walk back through this door again. And you've seen her in some of my videos. You know, when I go out to eat, you hear my mother in the background. You're seeing my mother in the foreground, you know, trying the food. And there's still videos I'm going to be releasing that has her in it. It's just not going to be the same without her. Yes, I'm going to admit I'm a mother's boy. And I absolutely loved my mother. But I was able to go through photos. I scanned photos. I made a nice slideshow. I was able to spend time with my dad. Because from now on, it's just going to be me. It's going to be dad and myself from now on. And it's just not going to be the same that mother's not here. We have a dog too. The dog's helping us for the grieving process, but you know, mom's not here. And it just feels so different when you lose someone that's so close. Now, I've lost people in the past, and I call it levels of grief. When my aunt died in the 2000s, I grieved, but I was young. When my grandparents died, I grieved, but I was still somewhat young, but I grieved. But when my best friend, who was a teacher, passed away, I really grieved. It hit me hard because I considered him my best friend. But I survived. But then when your own flesh and blood, your mother dies, it just hits a whole nother level. Excuse me. I knew I was going to be an emotional wreck making this video. I mean, I have my ups, my good days, I have my bad days. The past few days have been pretty good. You know, I had the support of my family and friends that have been calling to share their condolences. Thank you for anything we can do. I have some friends and that have been sending food to us, and family friends have been giving food to us. So, yes, and I've been slowly cooking again, you know, but again, it's just going to be weird not having the third person here. It's just going to be me and my dad, you know. This is something you're not really prepared for. And I'm going to continue to release the rest of those videos. Even my mother's in it. I think that's something that she would have wanted. You know, something that she would want me to do, which I plan on doing. It's going to be a while before you get over this, because I also have to worry about my own mental health, my own health issues, you know, because I lost a lot of weight grieving, which isn't good. Yeah, I lost it the wrong way, but I gained it back. But, I'm slowly losing weight, so hurrah. But I'm losing weight, because of stress and grieving. And that's not okay. And plus, you have your own mental health. You also have to kind of put into the fact you have to worry about. But when you put this all together, it's not going to bring the person back. It's not going to be, they're not going to be here anymore. But they're always going to be here because when you call on them, they'll come, they'll comfort you, they'll be your guidance. I would say that through this grieving process, one thing that has gotten me through is that of Fred Rogers. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But I was just watching one day and they had this little episode. It was season 199, season 1993, episode 9. And it goes like this. He said, "Everything that lives will someday die, but I believe it is worth it to be the real live somebody in a real live world. And what's more, no matter what, we will always have somebody to take care of us. Isn't it amazing that each one of us is someone special? No matter what you can do or cannot do, no matter how old or young we are, no matter how we look or sound, we are the only one in this life exactly like us. And this life wants us to be all we can be." And Mr. Rogers, helped me get through my grief. I grew up with him. And that's a really, really, really good saying to live by. It really is. But, it says happy memories. Those memories, of my mother growing up, family, Christmas time with my grandparents, my mother, going to Florida, North Carolina, going to plays and seeing live musical performances with my mother, taking her out to eat, going to eat, But simple things I'm going to miss. Will you please go and get me 2 teas and 1 coffee? She always drank her large unsweet iced tea from McDonald's. And she always liked a large coffee from Dunkin' Donuts with 8 creams to Splenda, And she liked Dunkin' Donuts avocado toast. Small things like that. I'm going to miss having to do that, going out there and getting the drinks and stuff. And it's just not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same here without her, but we shall overcome. And as my dad says, we all die eventually. We're all getting old. We're not going to be on this earth forever. But while we are here, we're going to learn to make the best of it. Again, I want to thank my family and friends and everyone that's shown out the support for me on social media, especially during this time of grief. When I'm ready, I will be back. But don't worry, it won't be too long. Thanks.